Oh, wow. Wow, what a game. What a game. First 40 minutes, I was like, wow, look at these Leafs go. If you look at the shots, it's pretty even, but Toronto's up 5-0. And then the third period happened where you're like, oh, yeah, these Oilers, they can score. Oh, what? They scored 5 goals the previous. They've done a 5 goal. They have done that in the third period. So they have scored 5 in the third period, and they said that on the broadcast. Yeah, you're right. And then I was like, oh no. And then they showed the odds where it was like it was minus like 10,000 for the Leafs. So what's that like? You bet 10,000 and win 100, and it was like 1,300,000 or something for the Oilers. And I was like, they're gonna freaking do it, aren't they? They are. And they just came out gunning, and there's penalties right away for the Leafs in the third, but I'm going too fast. So, first period, Nyes gets a penalty right away against McDavid. There probably should have been another one against Kane, but hey-oh, Toronto kills the penalty. And it is John Tavares. He's behind the net, feeds it out to Bobby McMann, and Bobby McMann scores, and you're like, wow. You were supposed to be a healthy scratch against St. Louis. You get a hat trick, and you keep it going, and you get your 2-year deal at $1.35 million per year, which is awesome. I think that's a steal. And now you have what, 13, 14 goals on the year? Frickin' right. This game, no Mitch Marner, no Bertuzzi. I think they said he's ill, and obviously no Yarncroke. Those three are big. I expect Robertson, Gregor, and Reeves to be out when those three come back. But anyway, so it's 1-0. And then the second goal, and I think it's William Nylander with a tip off his stick and off his skating in, and I'm like, yes, I'm celebrating hard downstairs, but like silently. It's more like a because I don't want to wake up my son. If you see redness in this eye here, it's because he definitely poked me in the eye today, and it still stings. But hey, we're fighting through. We're fighting through just like the Leafs, and then to make it 3-0. Was it Holmberg made it 3-0, and it was like a Matthews to Domi in front of the net, and Domi like just freezes Skinner and whoever defenseman flew over there and fed over to Holmberg, and it was a wide open net, and he pots it in. This was after Matt Nyes got taken off because he couldn't get the puck out of his own zone, so Holmberg goes in there and he scores, and it's awesome, and it's 3-0. And then William Nylander picks up in his own end, flies the other way, he cuts, and then I think it's against Ekholm, who's a phenomenal defenseman, and McDavid thinks he has McMahon, but then he's like, wait, Nylander's there, and he's going to shoot. So he kind of just takes that half step to the center, and then Nylander feeds it over to McMahon, and McMahon snipes it. Not like as bad as like Strome to Ovechkin, but just like that, because the pass went to the shooter, and he scored, and he sniped. It was great. I'm like, oh my God, he scored again. So there's 2 goals for him. And then Holmberg scores later on. William Nylander again, I think, started this. Maybe, I don't know. Holmberg scored. It was after a penalty kill, after like multiple chances for the Leafs on the penalty kill. And it was 5-0, and it was great. And I'm like, Leafs are up 5-0. Matthews hasn't scored yet somehow. He only has 1 assist. It was a great assist, but it's 5-0 Leafs. Okay, we're going to the third period. We see those odds. Power plays for the Oilers, and they're going for it, and they're out shooting the Leafs, and who scores? McDavid, you're going to stay out there a little bit longer? Okay, you're passing to Zach Hyman, who scores 49th of the year, and yeah, he's getting 50 tonight, and Matthews ain't going to score. That's what was going to happen, and then instead it was another power play, and McDavid was like, I'm going to stay out even longer again, and this time he feeds it to Corey Perry, or he fed it over to someone else who fed it over to Corey Perry. I don't know. Yes, that's what it was. He fed it to someone else who fed it to Corey Perry. So he gets another point, and it's 5-2. And then there's like 7.5 minutes left. I'm like, oh, Leafs doing all right. And then the Oilers pull their goalie with 4 minutes left. And I'm like, okay. And then McDavid's still out there, and he feeds it over to Draisaitl. Draisaitl puts it along the ice, and Sammy tries to stretch out from pad, so skate to post, but he misses the post, and he stretches out. The puck goes under him, and Sammy's not getting up, and that's not good. The whole AC, no, it's not ACC, Dan. It's Scotiabank Arena. Oh God, I'm tired. But anyway, I go silent. I go silent here at home, even quieter than I was when watching the game. And it's 5-3. So Martin Jones is in that. And then, of course, they say, hey, McDavid's the most goals he's scored against on a goaltender is Markstrom. Second is Martin Jones. Jerks. But he doesn't score. He does a fake slap shot and bumpers it down to, or passes it down to Hyman, who bumpers up to Nugent Hopkins, who hits the post with like 2.5 minutes left. And I'm like, oh my God, no. But the Leafs survive. They survive. Then eventually Austin Matthews scores in the empty net. His first empty net goal of the season, and it's his 58th goal on the year. Oh, God, and they win 6-3. And it was like oh, geez, I can relax now. I was like, I text my wife. I'm like, I can talk to you now. I can talk to you. Yep. Oh, yeah. They won. Yeah. Oh, God, I was stressing. I'm not going to lie. That first 40 minutes, I was like, this is phenomenal. And then that last 20 was stressful, but that is Leafs hockey. God, I think I might be delirious. I'm so tired. Leafs at the play tomorrow at 6 p.m. Oh, yeah, Martin Jones is in net. Obviously for Sammy. Where's Joseph Wall? He was already in Carolina. Smart. You got to stand on your head tomorrow. What did I like about this Leafs game? Obviously, Domi and Matthews are working really well. Even like on the power play, they put Domi on the power play. Liljegren's still on the point. Liljegren was the one who assisted. He took that shot to William Nylander. William Nylander tipped it. That was awesome. I like having that right-handed defenseman on the power play because, one, he can take slap shots. He can take one-timer. Morgan Riley doesn't like to. But also, he's got a bomb of a little snapshot there. Domi can just find Matthews and apparently Pontus Holmberg as well, which is great. Bobby McMann almost had a hat trick. He tried to do the Holmberg one-hander. I thought he was going to just pull it across and then do a McDavid, just pop it over. It was Pickard at the time's glove when he beelined it. He skated past Bouchard. Anyway, yeah, what a weird, awesome game. That was fun. And because the Leafs won and they didn't blow the lead. First 40, great. Back 20, scary. But awesome at the same time. It was such good hockey. Oh my God, McDavid is so good. It's insane. Draisaitl's great, obviously. Hyman's awesome. McDavid's just another level. He could just skate through the entire team if he wants to. He did at times. Like, screw it. I'm just going to do this. And there was some, like, rough stuff there. McDavid, I had to, I don't know, bear hug Edmondson from going at Hyman at one point. Max Domi beat the blocks at a Yamark. That was fun. Oh, God. Throw that short up for sure. It was a game. It was fun, and the Leafs won. Great. And Brody wasn't in again, and that was the smart thing to do. Benoit had a good game. Edmondson probably had his best game as a Leaf. Liljegren was great again. Riley was good. Timmins was solid. He was the one who started that play for Holmberg's second goal, and the Leafs just stepped up, and I love it. Next up is Carolina. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Anyway, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Everyone, celebrate this win. Go Leafs, go. See you after Carolina. Back-to-back games. With travel, 6 p.m. against the Hurricanes. We're in for one tomorrow night. That's a scheduled loss. Let's admit it. Scheduled loss. So if they pull off a point, if they pull off a win, then the Leafs are going to win the cup. 100%. Anyway, take care, everyone. Go Leafs, go.